All right, today we got Dylan Torres. He went 3-1 at today's Lubbock OTS store. Dylan, what was your deck profile?
I'm playing Sky Striker. So the reason why I play this because I didn't have the Yummy cards, and this is like the next best deck I could play. And you know, OTS, whatever, people don't really care, but like it's Sky Striker. It's out of like the normal, so I feel like people would want to see it, I guess. If not, whatever. First, before we get to the profile, I'll give shout outs. Shout out to Luffy first and foremost. My King of Games. You can zoom in on the Luffy. King of Games, my Pirate King. Shout out to my boy Alec, of course.
Yo.
Shout out to AJ. Shout out to all the Carnals and all the Cuddies and people who let me borrow cards. And yeah, let's get to the deck profile. So first 3 Ray, 1 Rose. It's pretty normal. Some people play 2, but you don't want to dead draw on this card. The only reason you would honestly play 2 is if you're playing Pot of Desires. I guess there's like more arguable reasons to play 2 because of the Bistio cards, but majority of the time, like, once you resolve 0 one time, that's pretty much game. I did play hand traps in the deck, so I went 3 Ash, 3 Droll. I did play 2 Bell. It's just a meta call for my locals. Bell honestly came in clutch a lot because there was times when my opponent would try to Bistio, again, like the Rose or like my Rays. They would call by like my Kagaris or like people were also playing DD Crows. So this came up a lot. And then 3 Imperm. I think this is pretty standard hand traps. I don't play the Charmies. I just didn't have access to the cards. I don't even like the Charmies in this deck, but I guess you could play them. And then my spell deck is 3 Engage, 3 Linkage. These are the best cards in the deck right next to Area, or 0, the Linkage. 3 Widow, 1 Drones. I never really used this card. I think like one time. Honestly, if this card gets banned because of the Yummy deck, cool. I thought about cutting this card. It's not really as good as it was anymore. 0, multi-row, only 1 Luminous Gate. I didn't really like the second one. I didn't think I needed the second one because like the first time I resolved the first one, like I was always winning. Like I honestly feel like you only just need 1. And if you honestly know how to resource your managements without having to play this card, like you're honestly probably just winning the game. And 1 Shark Cannon. And then the rest of the spells are 3 Upstart. Only 2 Thrusts. I don't think you need 3. You could side a 3rd, but I just didn't have a 3rd. I think 2 is fine. You don't want to dead draw on too many cards. Triple T, Rhoda, Terraforming for Area 0, Call by, Cross out for all the hand traps. As you can tell, I don't play Metaflow Fusion or Foolish Barrel Goods. But I did play D-Barrier. This was a good meta call. I played against Yummy. I played against the K9 deck mixed with Dragon Tail. I played against Orcust, but he was also playing Mitsurugi in his deck. So this card came up a lot. I really like this card. You can set it off with Thrust. It also gives you another Thrust target whenever they hand trap you. You can set this, and then they pretty much have to pass their turn. 40 cards in the main deck. Shout out to the token. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to the Time Wizard, the GOAT. And then shout out to the Striker token.
Nice.
3 Kagari, standard. 2-0. I was playing 3 for a long time, but I wanted to find room in the extra deck for 1 more card in my deck. I'll get to it later. 2 Zeke. I think this is fine. If anything, I thought about cutting 1 for a 3rd 0, but that never really came up. 1 Shiz, of course. 1 Hayate, 1 Kaina. These are still mandatory. Azalea for the Link 3. SP. I played Dark and Access Code. There's so many times where this came up today, and I won so many games because of it. There was one point of the game against Yummy where I could have made this to pop his back row and clear his board, but I messed up and I just didn't do the combo right. And then Typhon. Never really used it, but it's there just for certain situations. I currently have 14 cards in my side deck because I was borrowing card, but I had to give it back. I was borrowing a different dimension ground. Basically, you activate it, any monster that's banished, or any monster that gets into the grave is banished instead. I used it against like the Orcust deck and like Yummy and the Fusion decks. Mischief's Gnome. This came up once. I saw it once against the Yummy deck. It wasn't as good as I thought, but it's there just in case. I played 3 evenly because I expected there to be a lot of back row decks. And against like Yummy, it's kind of okay if you bait out the Herald. Against Orchids, it's good if you bait out the Crescendo. Against anything really, it's good. Simplifies game state. Sided Afterburner. I don't think you need to main it because you want to go first sometimes. And it's good to go on second card. Same with these cards. I don't play more of this because I think this is just the same thing. But this is searchable. I guess this is searchable technically because of thrust, but this is more searchable because your whole deck is just Sky Striker. The 3 Lancia, of course, for Malice and all the other decks that banish. I did play Bestials. I sided these once. I saw Baldrake. I didn't see the others, but they were there for like Fiendsmith decks and Orcust and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hamp because Lunalite's broken, and we don't have a way of clearing their big boss monster. And that's my deck tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you, Dylan, for your deck profile. You're a good man.
Thank you.